You're gone, Rise. See you later. See you, Lee. See you, everybody. Hey, what up, cracks? It's NEACE. So this preseason, if you've been following the channel, you've seen my Twisted Fate and Tryndamere stuff. I've been doing a lot of testing. And one champion in particular that has been kind of pissing me off and how strong he is Garen. So I'm going to show a video of a mid-platinum game. I'm going to go over a replay and basically teach you guys how to abuse Garen so that he hopefully gets nerfed, because I hate this champion and how strong he is. What prompted this was I noticed that I was losing to Garens more and more in solo queue. I could be smurfing in gold, and basically someone who was kind of like stuck in gold could get fed on Garen and carry a game. This replay that we're going to be covering, I go 18-0 in a mid-platinum game. I'm going to be showing you the build. I'm going to be showing you the runes. I'm going to show you everything you need to know about Garen and how to abuse this champion so that I hopefully never have to deal with him anytime soon again. Because in his current state, there's very little counterplay to him. He's incredibly tanky. He can one-shot literally just about anybody if he itemizes properly. And he's got obviously the regen. He's got great split push. I mean, this champion is out of control. So if you enjoy this, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm going to show you the damage charts from this game. This is an 18-0 game. The runes, we're doing precision and resolve, which we'll cover in a bit. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and fire up this replay so you can see this firsthand. You can see I've been spamming Garen and pretty much carrying in every game that I have him, that he's not picked or banned. So I really don't like it. If you don't believe that Garen is busted, by the way, if you go to op.g, let me look at this real quick. op.gg, you can see that Garen is actually the #1 champion in League of Legends right now. I'm gonna zoom in on this so you can see it. He is literally #1. He is rank 1. A champion that is skill ceiling is super low is rank 1 right now in all of League. It pisses me off. He can't be dealt with. He cannot be reasoned with when he gets ahead. And yeah, we're gonna cover this matchup and why that is. So the first thing you need to know, runes in the Riven matchup were pretty much, by the way, Conqueror is a big reason why Garen's broken. So at the end of last season, Garen was buffed so that his E does more damage. You can see it right here. Basically, he gets attack speed from items and levels that allow him to increase the number of strikes on his E. Now his E is also is able for him to proc Conqueror. And since he's a melee champ, he's going to stack Conqueror super fast with his E spin. It's very, very obnoxious because I don't think that there's any champion in the game that can stack up Conqueror as quickly and as efficiently as Garen can. He deals a lot of damage with it. And then secondary, we're going Resolve. It's Riven. Riven can actually trade with us reasonably well. And we're taking unflinching secondary in the Resolve tree, which basically gives us even more tenacity. I'm going to preface this replay with the fact that I do not pretend to be Rist or a very well-practiced Garen player. I'm probably screw this lane up a ton. I have no idea. But I will tell you that the ease of execution of Garen is pretty low. So I think I do a reasonable job as somebody with very minimal Garen experience on managing this matchup. So do a short trade here. My jungler's at red, chilling. And Riven decides to close the trade down. Neither one of us wastes a pot, which is good. I'm gonna go back. Oh, let me get this off of your screen. Also, let me pull the chat off of the screen so we don't clog up the replay. And we're starting Doran Shield, which is pretty much what I always start in this matchup. There's our champion pop-up. I just wanted to make sure that was working. So yeah, we're starting Doran Shield. We're gonna be chilling. I'm gonna speed through the early portion of the replay. As you can see, versus Riven, all we're doing is anytime she goes for a creep, we're threatening to auto Q. We have Prio. Riven does not. Every minion, like I teach in my coachings, anytime that a champion wants to try to get minions, you should at least threaten a trade, even if you don't intend to do it. A lot of this game is just bluffing that you're stronger than you are sometimes. In this case, she will actually lose her level 2 versus level 1. Drop a ward down. And now we're shoving the lane. My jungler's invading, fucking with Lee Sin. So I make sure to shove the lane quickly. All I'm doing here is just faking aggression under tower, making presence, shoving with E. Now, the thing that we need to remember about Garen, if you're going to abuse this strategy, We need to get Triforce, Phantom Dancer. Okay, say it with me. Triforce, Phantom Dancer is normally what we're trying to get. Also Berserker Greaves because of what we talked about, the attack speed from the E. So in this matchup, or any matchup that you find yourself in with Garen, yes, there are matchups you can bully, but just keep in mind, in the matchups that you find yourself struggling with, just wait until you get items. I face like a Shen. In the case of Shen, I actually go Black Cleaver and then Phantom Dancer. But the same general rule applies. I am just looking to get to those items, and if I can win lane, great, but if I can't, that's my mindset. And I just wanted to make that really clear going into this guide, because a lot of people are going to just take Garen and try to bully every lane and get punished. Here you're going to see Riven starts trading reasonably well into us, even in our minions, just because she can stack Conqueror pretty fast herself. And all I do is anytime that she tries to get on top of us, I just hold my E on her and trade back. I'm realizing now that I'm actually getting in a position where I can be kind of low, and I don't want to be low anymore versus Riven. And I just reset with teleport. Push her out of lane. And here, notice the freeze. Riven needs to base and TP forward, so we're not going to shove. We're going to make her TP, and she does. And we're doing these little trades with Riven. Remember that with Garen, your passive allows you to heal back up, so you can take kind of wacky trades sometimes. And it doesn't really matter as long as you're turtling up when you need to, and as long as you don't get too low, because obviously you can heal back up. And Doran's Shield gives us, in preseason, it's going to give you a lot of regen. Doran's Shield was actually buffed in the preseason, so that's why it's a pretty good item on Garen, because like I said, our power spike is around 2 items with boots. Riven takes a turret shot. Consider following up with Flash and Q, but I decide not to. Now here's a little mind game for you. Push Riven out of lane. We know she's in this brush. I want you to notice the positioning here. I know this isn't like Garen strat specific, but this is just awareness specific. So we know that Riven can actually flash on us. Notice how I position myself to play against the Riven. And we know that she's likely to do that, and we're mentally prepared for that eventuality, right? Like, look. You can see how fast I react with my W once she decides to pop out. The reason that we're able to react that well is because we know it's probably coming, and Riven, her position, or our positioning, reflects that we know that she could be there, and maybe she shouldn't try some sort of reflex all in. Obviously, if we weren't paying as much attention, or we just kind of walked up when we were lower and we weren't ready to smash our W key when she came out of the brush, then maybe we would have gotten caught there. But now we know that Riven has no TP. We're gonna shove in, and this solo kill is when we take the enemy team to Pound Town. I want you to see how ridiculous this build and playstyle is. I want you to see how much damage we're about to do when we start getting these items. We shove in, reset back. Phage, we're getting some attack speed as well for our E-spin, and boots. Shoving top, being a bully now, loosening up because we're starting to get items. Really starting to be cocky because we still have our ult. Take a bad trade there. Again, I don't pretend to be the best Garen NA or anything. I want you to see this. So that's Riven under tower. Gets Q, E ulted before she can really do anything. Draw a gank, keep pushing. Decide to back reset, and now we have attack speed, Berserker Greaves, and we have Stinger, which gives us more attack speed. Jungler's getting invaded all game because mid's lost. Somehow this Malzahar has lost priority to Arise all game, which is kind of funny. Notice, shove top with E. We could shove really quick. TP to mid to block Rift. I want you to see this. I want you to see the damage with the attack speed, the Conqueror, and the Q. This is busted, people. This is absolutely broken. Look at the damage to Rise. The guy can't even go back behind tower. I tank turret shots, it's not even close. Run back to top. Now, the reason that I'm sharing this, I told you in the beginning, is that I was kind of frustrated with how strong Garen is right now. But I really want to hammer home in this video. Garen, he doesn't really, I mean, you can obviously get leads with Garen on your own. If people get out of line, say you get a weak matchup, you wait for your ult, you just all in somebody and kill them on your own, right? Let's say you do that. Or not, or you just farm up. But regardless of how you get a lead, whether it's easy or difficult, it's up to your interpretation or understanding of Garen in the matchups. But one thing I will say is that there is literally, right now, no champion in the game that once he gets a lead, that can just destroy a game right now like Garen can. There's none. It's not even close. And that's one of the biggest reasons that I'm making this video, is because look at this. I want to show you this again. She has to leave tower or die. There's no other play. She just has to leave. It's not even close. She wouldn't, I mean, even if she'd kited better, she's dead there. I have flash, she's dead. She has to just walk out of tower. Now, even with like something like a Tryndamere or whatever, there's a chance you screw up the dive. But with Garen, no. There's like no chance that I mess that up. Literal Q, E, hold the E over top of somebody until the last second, then R, you win that trade. So Garen snowballing is crazy. He's gonna heal up while after he gets the kill to full health, which again is just silly. Again, and also again, this is platinum game. Not like, you know, bronze or gold or whatever. We take tower. Now we're 5-0. Have we done anything fancy in this match so far? No, we have not. There has been no fanciness here whatsoever. Okay, now we have Triforce and we have Zeal. Lee Sin gets the Garen. We just Q and spin on him. Riven's trying to run away, but we're fed now and we have more move speed. She dies. We just run right over Riven. She can't even do anything. Now, here's the next thing. Look at how fast we're clearing camps. Initially, I thought, oh, Garen's not that good, right? He's not that good because he can't do like the Tryndamere thing of like taking camps. He can't jump over walls. He's got no mobility really. But yeah, he can't jump walls. But it doesn't really matter when you can just spin on somebody and pretty much one-shot them, which you're about to see here in a second. This Rise rolls up. This Rise like, hey, how's it going? I'm Rise. And then Garen's gonna be like, fuck you, bitch. Watch this shit. By the way, the Rise is not like, you know, he's not like trolling. He's 2-2. He's trying to win. It's not even close. It's like the easiest to execute dive ever. We have crazy tenacity too. I don't know how much tenacity we have overall. I don't know if I can see the stat here. 37% tenacity. How much did we have on that dive? Let's see if it'll show me. So we have 37 right now. Hold on. Maybe it'll show. 75% tenacity on this dive? 75? Dude. Your W don't mean shit. We stayed in Rune Prison for, that was like, that wasn't Rune Prison, that was like Rune Playground slide. Look at this Riven, look at this Riven. Look at this, look at them. Look at this. I'm not even ulting, I don't have to. What is this? Again, I'm not a Garen pro, but literal just basic, I mean in terms of damage, that's like a 1v4. Look at that, look at our damage. We're behind 2 towers. We're getting spam pinged by our team. And we're gonna heal to full health again. If we stay pushing and we just kind of float around, we could do that. We're gonna back though. Get Phantom Dancer, and now we're gonna get Dead Man's Plate. So after Triforce and Phantom Dancer, just go tanky. So now you one-shot people and you can't die. Very fair. Look at Rise. He doesn't know. He's flashing, running away. He doesn't know which way to go. Take towers. And so you're probably wondering now, okay, NEACE, we get it. Garen's broken. What's the general strategy? Very simple. All you do, like we were saying, if we get ahead, we get our Triforce, we get our Phantom Dancer, Berserker Greaves, and guess what? After you get ahead, just with any top laner, you mostly side lane. That's all you do. You just mostly side lane and take turrets, and if people chase you, you either kill them or run. Fight, float, and flank, like we talked about in split push videos in the past. Here, helping our team secure objectives. They're trying to run, but I mean, realistically, what are they gonna do? I could just run them down. TP top, block the Riven from taking tower, and now we're pushing top again. Look how fast we're pushing. We're pushing side lanes like we're Tryndamere. Look at this, E. That wave's gone. That wave is completely gone in one E. It's a split push threat, a dive threat, tank, silence, move speed's ridiculous, tenacity is outrageous. I mean, this is like pick ban. This is pick ban. Two people under tower. I'm watching this now. I feel like I could have just dove them. Now that I've played a little bit more Garen, I'm pretty sure I could have just walked under. But me, I was just trying not to throw a 14 kill streak. You know, I didn't want to just throw a shutdown. Lee Sin kicks me away. We get red from him. Flash kill him. Run it down mid. Enemy team. We saw our ult. Look at Swain. Oh, you're gone, buddy. Sorry. You're gone, Rise. See you later. See you, Lee. See you, everybody. And dude, again, I don't pretend to be the best Garen ever. I don't pretend to know every matchup, but this is broken. This is arguably the easiest top laner in the game to play and to like farm with as a tank. Being able to 1v9 games with Triforce, Phantom Dancer, Berserker Greaves. You are unkillable. Did this look very difficult to execute? No. Is it difficult to execute? In my opinion, no. You literally just auto Q spin. So that's for your auto attack reset. Anytime you're about to take a bad trade or someone's about to gauge on you, press W and maybe Q and try to walk away a little faster. But you can legitimately 100-0 people with this champion, and with Flash, it's almost as if like, I mean, there's actually no counterplay to it. It is preposterous. I would say that Garen right now in this patch is pick and ban. And I really want you guys to share this video with everyone who plays top lane and explain to them that NEACE actually thinks Garen is pick ban busted. And if you're still thinking, oh, NEACE, you're just over exaggerating. There are professional top laners who are legitimately spamming Garen in friggin' Korea solo queue because he's so weirdly out of line. Even though Korea has some of the best mechanics, and even though Garen is the most predictable champion in the game, look at this. Look at this streak, this Garen streak into into Quinn, into Jace, into Kled, into Pantheon, like Akali. Champion is completely absurd. Now, I know what you're thinking, NEACE. We get it. We've seen the strategy. We've seen that you side lane. We see what you build. What do you finish the build off? You literally just keep building tank. Is there a lot of AP? Maybe build some MR, Spectre's Cowl sooner. Here, Rise. I was building Spectre's Cowl just to cover all my, basically just cover all the bases. But you can see your core items are Triforce and Phantom Dancer in most cases. Black Cleaver if you got a lot of tanky people on the enemy team, and then Phantom Dancer. It's the same thing. You'll shred armor super quick. And you'll get Conqueror stacked up really quick, and then you just build tanky, and then you just do what Garen does. I have lost so many games to Garen on Smurf accounts, to like gold Garens, because I cannot deal with this champion. I have literal gold players swagging on me with flash Q, spin, ult, Garen, 100-0 shit. I can't even play back at it because the execution is so easy. And so I just wanted to make this guide and share it with you so you can Demacia your friggin' LP up through the roof. I don't know if, I feel like Riot really wants Garen to be a thing. I don't know why they want Garen to be a thing. I mean, you could maybe make an argument, well, NEACE, once more people figure out how to play against him and kite him. But I don't really buy that because his all-in potential with Q, E, ult, and Conqueror in its current form, the potential to shut down somebody that's fed. Here's the problem with Garen with the way that his ult and his silence and everything works. Whoever's fed on the enemy team, if they're squishy, if Garen has flash and makes a reasonable, like, very easy to execute engage with flash, it's very likely that if any of his teammates help him at all in the slightest bit, or maybe the carry just gets out of line, it's very likely that Garen's going to get that shutdown cold and he's going to turn into this, what you saw in this replay. And so I guess my issue is his early game is so safe, his mid game and late game are so friggin' strong, and he's got no clear weakness right now. You could say, oh, well, he'd get poked down. Well, in this season, like season 10 preseason, Doran's shield's so strong and Garen's passive so good that, like, you can't really push him out of lane. You can't out split push the guy. I don't think there's any champion that can fight him in a split push once he's got his items stacking up. It's just, I don't know, man. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys go and abuse the hell out of Garen in the preseason and get him nerfed. I never want to go to op.gg. I never want to see this ever again. I never want to see Garen sitting at a almost 10% pick rate, being a rank. I don't care about Mordekaiser as much, although Mordekaiser, and there's some other champions in here that are clearly going to be busted with the current iteration of Conqueror, but Garen's the king, man. I mean, it's ridiculous. This champion's out of line. Anyways, I love you guys. I will see you on the next video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. It really helps the algorithm. And yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking about in preseason. What do you think's broken? What do you think's weak? Let me know in the comments and all that stuff. All right, I love you guys. I'm out.
That shit's broken.